This is Hot Mic.
Hot Mic.
On the networks of WDAY.
WDAY.
Here's Dom Izzo.
Welcome back, everybody. Hour 2 ready to rock and roll on this Tuesday morning. Our thanks to Mike McFeely for joining us. John Malaya will join us in just a little bit from the Minnesota State High School League on his legendary career. We're really excited to have in studio NDSU wrestling standout Shilo Jones join us fresh off the plane from Peru in winning the U20 Pan American Championship in the 130-kilogram weight class. Let's just say heavyweight, right? Is that the best way to describe that? First, thanks for doing this. Second, congratulations. Jet lag, or how you feeling here?
I'm feeling pretty good. I got in pretty early. I got in at like 10, so I was already sleeping on the plane. I had to leave at like 6 in the morning, but
well, let's just chat here about what you just did. For people that follow wrestling, obviously they know, but for the non-wrestling initiated, how big a deal is what just happened for you last week?
yeah, it's a pretty big deal. But yeah, so to qualify, right, you have the U.S. Open. That's how you qualified for, or how I qualified for the Pan Am team.
Yeah.
And then from that, we have trials, which was in Ohio at the Spear Complex. And that's how you qualify for the world team, at least for U20s. Yeah, so we basically, Peru is like the warm-up almost.
Okay.
It's like a simulation for Worlds.
Which is coming up now next month. Yeah. So the fact that you got to go there, how the guys you're wrestling, are these ones you've wrestled before? You know these guys, or is this total blind for the guys you're wrestling
In Peru?
Yeah.
No, I haven't wrestled any of them because they're all foreign guys. So you just haven't.
So describe the challenge of that going in, like in college. Most time, all right, I've seen this guy before, or we've seen down the road, or I've got video of this guy. Going in blind, how difficult is that?
A lot of times I think it's better.
Really?
Yeah, you just go in and do what you do best. And
What about this particular week that you just had? What was clicking, or just what was it? A particular matchup? Like, I know I can beat this guy.
just taking ground, controlling hand fight, all that good stuff, just basics.
So you get to, it was a round, we were just talking off air, it was a round robin deal that you didn't even have to wrestle your last match because you had beaten everybody prior to that, correct?
Yeah. So there were only 4 other guys at Pan Am's Peru. And I wrestled all of them. I teched the first 3, and then I pinned my last guy.
So you were barely on the mat, it sounds like, for the matches you were out there.
Yeah, I don't even think I was out there longer than 5 minutes.
Holy
probably,
cow.
but
You barely broke a sweat.
I don't know about that, but
Just to have, what does that do confidence-wise, knowing that, okay, I'll use my word, dominating these guys. What does that do for you mentally?
prepares you. It makes you have confidence in yourself, getting you ready for Worlds. That's like the whole point of going to Pan Am's.
You just finished your freshman year here at NDSU. Tell me about that experience of getting to come here and wrestle Division I, and did you see this kind of success coming after what you just did this past year?
Not really, but
Yeah.
I redshirted this year, but I still was able to compete in quite a few events. And it was a lot of fun.
Describe that, knowing, okay, I'm not going to be in duels. I'm not going to do the full deal. How was that difficult for you to mentally adjust to after, wrestling your entire time in high school when you got here?
A little bit, but it's nice because you can just focus on training. Because like competition, it's really nice to have competition because you're hungry, right? You want to go compete, but it's nice to just be in the room and just focus on getting better every day.
Would you say the flip side of that is, Shilo, you're healthy? Like you're healthier had you gone through the whole year, that you're not beat up, you're not tired, all that, if you had done everything from October to March as opposed to what you did this year?
Maybe, yeah, I might be less healthy, but I don't know. Who's
Yeah.
to say?
So give us the back. I was mentioning this yesterday that the USA Junior Nationals are going on this week up at the Dome. You competed here. Tell me about your backstory of coming to Fargo and winning as you did a couple years ago.
Yeah. So I didn't start competing at Fargo until my sophomore year, which honestly I'm glad, because my freshman year I was not ready for freestyle and Greco, because
Yeah.
I only just then started wrestling them. But yeah, 3 years I wrestled here at Fargo at the tournament,
Yeah.
the national tournament.
Yep.
And yeah, big tournament, great to come in, and it's just a grind. Especially when you're doing both styles, freestyle and Greco.
Yeah, tell me about that when you're doing that all week. How many matches are you going if you're doing both styles? If you make it all the way to the final, like you did. Double digits, easy, right?
Yeah, probably 10.
Holy cow.
If you're going to the finals in both styles. And honestly, it depends from year to year. It just depends on how big the bracket is. But yeah.
So to have that kind of success, when did NDSU get in the picture? You're from Idaho.
Yeah.
So was it when you're here, the Bison got interested in you? Give us the story on that.
Yeah. So, right, I was always coming here for Fargo for 3 years in a row. So I was able to see the facilities and all that. But I think that is one of the main reasons I got on their radar, and they were in contact with me, and they communicated a lot, and it ended up being the right place for me.
What about Coach Obi Blanc was like, this is a guy I can wrestle for. Like this is a guy that he can be the guy. What was it about it to you that stuck out?
He wanted me to be the guy, basically.
Yeah.
Like he wanted me to come in. He saw a future for me in his program and wanted me to come and compete.
So since the collegiate wrestling season ended in March, you've been everywhere. You've been Vegas, you've been Colorado Springs, obviously Peru. Was this all did you have it all scheduled out? Or was this, hey, I've had success and now my whole summer is completely transformed?
Yeah. So I guess it wasn't until after trials, because then I'm on the world team.
Yeah.
So then now I got to go to Bulgaria and all that. And then all the training camps. So you got to travel for those too.
So winning the U.S. Open in Vegas, let's go back to that. That happened, I want to say, April. Does that sound right? I believe that you did that. What was it about? Did that change your own perspective? Like, okay, maybe I'm good enough to be on this team. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I believe I did pretty well at the U.S. Open and cruised through it pretty easily. So it was like, oh, well, yeah, I can definitely go win the world team. And then once you win the U.S. Open for U20s, right, you sit out for the other tournament.
Okay.
So you sit out till the finals for the trials to go make the world team.
Okay. So describe that you didn't have to go through that because you won it. Does that alleviate some pressure? Then you have to do all that?
Yeah.
I know you shared on social media you got to go out to Colorado Springs to work out there. I mean, that's the home of Team USA.
Yeah.
So being there, what kind of moment was that for you?
It was really eye-opening. I didn't realize how much of a awesome opportunity it was until I got there, and just able to see all the facilities and have the coaches there, and it was just great.
Now, you tell me, are you seeing the best wrestlers in the country, best professional wrestlers there that the USA has? They're training when you're out there as well?
On and off.
Okay.
Like they'll come in from time to time, and they'll bring in foreign guys too.
Okay.
But yeah, they got a lot of good guys that are there.
Is that like a pinch me moment? Like, okay, I'm here and like, hey, okay, there's a gold medalist over there. Or there's a silver medalist. What was that like?
It was awesome. I don't. Yeah.
Kind of hard to describe, huh? Just that this young, this is happening. You mentioned now, by virtue of what you've done, you're going to the Worlds, which are in Bulgaria next month. So you can cross off Peru and Bulgaria. I mean, we were visiting off air about this. The fact to get to travel, regardless of competition, which I want to get to in a second, you're traveling the world, man. I mean, that's got to be just fantastic. I mean, people would love to do that, let alone you're doing it for competition.
And I haven't gone out of the country besides like Canada when I was little.
Right?
So it's great opportunity to go see the world too.
Has your family had a chance to go? I mentioned your dad was
my
with you,
dad did go to Peru, so that was fun.
What was that like for him for you to have him there as well?
It was fun and my dad's traveled out of country quite a few times for work and that kind of thing.
And now his son's a world traveler too.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun to go to Peru with him and just walk around and explore.
Now, from what I know, Bulgaria's wrestling crazy. It's a huge deal over there. Describe now. You're going to be over there competing, and what that potential atmosphere could be like when you get there.
Yeah, Europe is a step up,
Yeah.
right? At least from the Americas, right?
Yep.
But yeah, they'll train from when they're 6 years old, right? And they'll just keep going.
The backstory of this. Tell me about, for you, was wrestling always the sport, or what did you do growing up in Idaho?
I wrestled. I did a whole bunch of different sports. I did hockey, football, baseball. I did a whole bunch of stuff.
When did wrestling set aside, like, okay, I'm proficient at this, I'm good at it, that this is going to be, that's the road I'm going to go down?
I don't remember if it was like sophomore year in high school, but like basically I made the decision. I was like, this is what I'm doing.
Yep.
This is what I want to do.
For people that I don't know this, so I'll ask, high school wrestling in Idaho, is it good? Like, what's the competition level? Like, I know North Dakota, I know Minnesota. I don't know Idaho. Tell me about that.
It's good. It depends on your bracket, right?
Yeah.
Like from year to year, it'll be different, but there's really good coaches, and that brings up the level that much.
So now, tell me, have you had a chance? Have your teammates giving you a hard time? I know you're not around them right now. You gotten messages, or what's that been like since you got back?
A little bit. They're kind of giving me shit. I've been gone the whole summer, but
but now they're giving you a hard time.
I'm
about
back,
it?
so we're training.
How does this change your own collegiate expectations after however next month goes, to when now you're going to be heavyweight, you're going to be the guy theoretically next fall, to have this kind of success? Does that change your whole outlook for what Division I wrestling can be?
I wouldn't say a lot, not really. I still have the same goals for collegiately that I want to go do, and that was always the main thing that I wanted to go do, was compete in college.
Yeah. So
this is just a great opportunity that arose.
This is just a bonus after that. Yeah. So here's the question I ask every year when when I was covering it for the news for the Junior Nationals, is the difference between freestyle and Greco-Roman. Can you explain that in under 2 hours to me of how we do this?
So the difference between those two is pretty easy.
Okay.
Greco, you can't touch legs.
That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. So freestyle and Greco is freestyle, but you're not allowed to touch the legs.
So Greco-Roman is more, that's like incredible upper body. You got to have unbelievable upper body strength then, right? Just say it. You can say it, man. That's
a little
right.
bit, but like you don't have to be crazy. You just need to know what you're doing.
Is it more technical, challenging Greco-Roman than freestyle, in your opinion?
I believe Greco's easier, at least for me, because I like I like things being simple, and there's a lot less to focus on.
Yeah.
Right.
I know Obi's added a couple new assistants. Have you had a chance to get to know them or introduce yourself at all to them yet?
I've talked to him quite a bit.
How's that gone so far? What do you get impressions of the new assistants that have come on staff?
Good coaches.
Yeah.
Good coaches.
Expectations for this team. Obviously, you saw there's a bunch of guys coming back. A couple guys had a great run at the NCAAs for the Bison wrestling team, which traditionally been really, really good. What do you get a sense for the upcoming year?
Yeah, we got a lot of returners. We're a pretty young team, so I think we're gonna do well.
Has this changed your own expectations just on your wrestling career? Like with the last few months, say, okay, that I can maybe do this beyond college. That if you thought about it, now it may be a reality. Has that happened for you?
Yeah, that's a possibility, but we'll see as we go.
Just the amount of success, it seems like you keep everything pretty even keeled. How do you do that? Knowing, hey, you're doing this. I'm sure there's probably more interviews coming or people are talking about you. How do you keep everything level headed right now?
I don't know. I'm here to wrestle, right?
Yeah.
I'm wrestling.
So before we go, tell me about the next little bit between now and it's like it's the middle of August. What's the next 3-4 weeks like before you head over to Bulgaria?
So I got about 2 weeks where I'm still here in Fargo, right? I'm kind of checking out the tournament, but I'm mostly going to train folk style these 2 weeks. And then after those 2 weeks, we got another camp in Colorado Springs. Okay. I'm going to go to there, train Greco about a week. Then I'll come back, train a little more freestyle, and then we'll head out.
Take the plane over?
Or sorry, I said freestyle, folk style, and then we'll head out to.
For people that don't know, how many are on the team? Do you know how many members that'll be going to go over there?
I don't know the exact number.
This is the elite group here for this age bracket that you're participating in. This is the best that this country has to offer, and you're part of that. When I say that, what goes through your mind?
Glad to be part of that.
Hard work paid off here, though, for people that don't see the work that goes in, specifically wrestling. When you're in the wrestling room at either really early in the morning or late at night, this is the payoff for what you've had a chance to do here over the last couple of months. That's gotta feel good. That okay, the hard work I've paid in now or I've done is paying out now.
Yeah, it's nice to see something for your work, right? That you've been actually improving and working towards something.
Well, I appreciate you doing this, man. Congratulations. It's been fun to watch over the last. I keep seeing your name pop up. Anything happen wrestling-wise from NDSU, you're all over it. So congratulations on the past week, and good luck next month in Bulgaria, okay?
Thanks.
Shilo Jones joining us, NDSU freshman wrestler, after winning the Pan Am Championships in Peru last week. We'll break. Much more on Hot Mic. We roll out on a Tuesday morning. We're back right after this.